Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to Kingdom Principles with Reverend Dr. Pogue. Let's talk today about peace in our relationships. Our relationship with God the Father, of course, so important. But also important is our relationship with each other. And the Lord wants us to live at peace. There are benefits, there are blessings of living in peace. Let's look at Romans 12, verse 18. And it says, if it is possible, as much as depends on you, live peaceably with all men. That's the New King James Version. It says, as far as depends on you, you can't account for your neighbor, but you can account for your reaction. You can account for your words. You can account for yourself. So as far as depends on you, strive for peace. Don't say or do things that will bring unnecessary quarrels. Hebrews 12:14 also talks about peace. It says, pursue peace with all people and holiness without which no one will see the Lord. Pursue, run after it, chase it. In this day and age, we're so used to chasing fame and fortune, but the Bible tells us chase peace and holiness, pursue it. If it was not important, the Bible would not say we should pursue it. Let's look at an example of how important peace was in the life of Abraham. That's Genesis 13. So Abraham and his nephew Lot, they were sojourning together and they both became wealthy. They had a lot of herds and the land could not support the herds of both of them. And that led to quarrels. So Abraham made a decision and spoke to Lot. Let's read Genesis 13 from verse 8. It says, finally, Abraham said to Lot, let's not allow this conflict to come between us or our herdsmen. After all, we are close relatives. Verse 9, the whole countryside is open to you. Take your choice of any section of the land you want, and we will separate. I'll end there. So, because their herdsmen were fighting, there was an environment of conflict. It wasn't even the two men fighting. But because of that environment of conflict, Abraham said, no, it mustn't be so. Better let's separate since the land cannot support both our herds at the same time. If you go left, I go right, and so on and so forth. And that's what happened. Peace. Peace. Not too long after that, the promise that God had given Abram, at that time he was called Abram, came to pass, and he had his son Isaac, and his name was Abraham. Peace is important. The Bible says, a broken spirit who can bear. When you live in an environment of conflict, it affects you. Sometimes it may break your spirit, seeing all the conflict and anger. And that's not good for your health. A lot of diseases are caused by stress, anxiety. So peace is important. As far as depends on you, do your part to live at peace. Be blessed.